Hi students, today in maths we are going to learn about fraction. This is chapter number 6, textbook page number 53. Let's start. So, why we need fraction? As we all know, sharing is caring. To show the division of whole in equal parts, we use fraction. Fraction is a number that represents a part of a whole. It consists of two parts, means when we will write fraction, it will be of two parts, a numerator and a denominator. The numerator represents the number of equal parts of a whole, while the denominator is the total number of parts that make up said whole. For example, if we are having one pizza and we divide it in 8 equal parts, so the 8 equal parts will be the denominator. And the two parts you took from that, or the shaded part here, it will be the numerator. So the fractions have two parts, numerator and denominator, which is divided by a slash in between them, the top number slash and the bottom number. Fractions. A fraction is a number that describes a relationship between a part and a whole. See, this means how many parts of the whole is divided and how many you took, how many you choose, how many are shaded. This is a relationship between these two. See this is a fraction bar or a slash with which you are dividing the upper part and the lower part. So the number of parts you have, you choose or you shaded will be the numerator, and the total number of whole you have divided will be the denominator. So as I showed you earlier also, how you can write a fraction. A fraction simply tells us how many parts of a whole we have. You can recognize a fraction by the slash that is written between the two numbers. We have a top number, the numerator, and a bottom number, the denominator. For example, half is a fraction. 1/2 of a pie is half a pie. Let's again talk about the parts of a fraction. See, there are two parts of a fraction, numerator and denominator. The upper part of a fraction is known as numerator, and the down part of the fraction is known as denominator. See this. How many equal number of parts are here? 1, 2 and 3. So the total number of parts will be denominator. And how many is shaded 1? Yes, 1. So it will be the numerator. And both of them will be divided by this a little line that can also be known as slash. You can say 1/3, 1/3, or you can say 1/3. It's a fraction which is known as 1/3. Now let's talk about the whole numbers and the division of the parts. See, this is the whole one part. Now, how can we divide it? We can divide it into two parts. See, 1 and 2. How many are shaded? Yes, very good. 1 is shaded, so it will be 1/2. Means one part is shaded and 2 are the equal number of parts. You can see this one. This is the same. You can use, see, divide 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what are the total number of the whole number divided parts? 4. So, and how many are shaded? Exactly, 1 is shaded. So you will write 1/4 or 1/4. In this way, you will know that how many equal parts are there and how many are taken. Means here you can also see the whole parts are divided into how many parts? The whole part is divided into 4 equal parts. And how many are shaded? Yes, 3 are shaded, like 1, 2 and 3. So you will write a fraction 3/4. Now tell me, the shaded parts will be known as? Exactly, numerator. And what will be the total number of the equal parts? Exactly, denominator. See, the top number in a fraction is the numerator and shows how many parts we have or we consume or we left. The bottom number is the denominator and shows how many equal parts the item is divided into, or how many equal parts you are having, and then in numerator you can show how many are there left or how many you have consumed. Yum! Pizza! Everybody loves pizza. Even I. So let's have an example of pizza to understand our fraction lesson. See this. This pizza is divided into two parts or into slices. So what will be the total number? Excellent, 2. And this part of the fraction is known as? Superb! Denominator. Denominator will be the total number of pizza slices you cut it into. And how many left? Yes, I add the whole half pizza. So only half pizza left. You can see because these were divided into two parts. There were two equal parts. So we will write one is left and the total number of slices were 2. Same. You can also divide the pizza in more slices, more equal parts if you have more friends or if there are more people. See here the pizza is divided into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what is the total number? Yes, 4. So the denominator will be 4. What will be the numerator here? The numerator will be 1 and 2. How many slices left? 2. So 2 will be the numerator. Excellent. Let's have another example. See, the same pizza is divided among 8 students. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the teacher wants to know how many students ate the pizza and how many left. Let's see. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 students ate the pizza and 4 still left. So you will say the denominator was 8 because the total number of slices was 8. And because 4 things still left, 4 slices still left, so that will be the excellent. That will be the numerator. So the top number says how many slices we have and the bottom number says how many equal slices the whole pizza was cut into. Wow, there are types of fractions too. Before we read about the parts of fraction. Do you know how many parts of fractions are there? Anyone? Yes, very good. All of you know that there were 2 parts of fraction. Number 1, can you name them? Yes, numerator. And number 2, the bottom part, the down part, D for down and D stands for denominator. Excellent. So students, now we will have another topic that is our types of fraction. There are 3 types of fraction. Proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fractions or mixed numbers. First we will study about proper fraction and improper fractions side by side. Later we will discuss about the mixed fraction or mixed numbers. Let's have a quick view on all 3 types. So number 1 was proper fraction, in which numerator, what was the numerator? The top number is smaller than the denominator. So it will be the like this, like 1 by 3. It will be the proper fractions, mean in which the upper part or the top digit will be lesser or the down bottom part or the down bottom digit will be greater. That will be the proper fraction. Means the shaded part is less than the total number of equal parts we have. That will be the proper fraction. Next, improper fraction. Numerator is larger. Wow, how can numerator is larger than denominator? Like 7 by 3. How and why? This we will discuss later. But keep in mind, in improper fraction, every time the numerator, the upper part, the top part will be greater than the bottom part, down part, denominator. Got it? 7 by 3 or 4 by 3. Another example is also if it is equal to also, then it will be improper. Means if it will be 3 by 3, that will also comes under improper fraction. Number 3, mixed number. What does mixed number means? Mix, already you know, mix means that you are going to combine two things together, then that it will be the mixture. So in mixed number, whole number and a fraction means you are going to have one whole number in that and one part of fraction will be there. But you will notice that every time when you will get a mixed number, with whole number you will get a proper fraction. You will never have an improper fraction in mixed number. Now come to proper fraction. What is a proper fraction? I told you earlier, a proper fraction has a numerator that is less than the denominator. Now tell me, what is a numerator? Yes, the upper part of a fraction is known as numerator. And what is a denominator? Excellent. The down part or the bottom part of a fraction is known as denominator. So whenever we are having smaller numerator than the denominator, means it will be a proper fraction. In all the proper fractions, every time the numerator will be smaller than the denominator. Here you can see few more examples of fraction, proper fraction. Yes, you can see all the bottom parts are greater than all the top parts. What are the top parts? Excellent, numerator. The top parts are numerator and the bottom parts are denominator. In the first one, 2 by 3 or 2/3. You know, the digit 2 is smaller than 3. So, whenever you will find this fraction, you can clearly say it is proper fraction. Why? Yes, because in proper fraction, numerators are smaller than the denominators. So students, let's start with few examples of proper fraction. See, this is 2 by 3 or 2/3. How it comes in proper fraction? Yes, anyone? Anyone? Yes, well done. Because the upper part or the top digit is less than the down digit or the bottom part. Now, quickly tell me, what does this part known as? Excellent, numerator. And what about this one? The down one? Excellent, denominator. So, because the numerator is less than the denominator, so it will be a proper fraction. See here, 3 by 6 or 3/6. Here also, the whole part is the whole number or whole part is divided into 6 equal parts. So, the denominator will be 6. Excellent. What will be the numerator? Yes, 3 will be the numerator here. And as numerator is less than the denominator in this fraction, so this is a pure example of proper fraction. Same here, 5 by 7 or 16 by 40. Because the denominators here are bigger or greater than the numerators, so all of them are the examples of proper fraction. You can see all the top numbers are lesser than the bottom numbers. 5 is lesser than 7, 16 is lesser than 40, 3 is lesser than 6 and 2 is lesser than 3. So all the top numbers, all the numerators are lesser than the bottom numbers, than the denominators. So wherever we are having numerator in lesser amount, or it is lesser than the denominator, that fraction is known as proper fraction. Now look at this whole numbers. So you can understand this, when a whole number is divided into few parts, equal parts, it can be 2, it can be 4, it can be 4 or 3. In any equal parts it can be divided. So that equal parts or number of equal parts will be known as excellent denominators. And the part are taken or chosen or shaded, those will come under excellent numerators. So here all of these are also the examples of which one? Which fraction? Yes, proper fraction. And why? Excellent, because the numerators are lesser than the denominator. So wherever the numerators are lesser than the denominator, that will be a proper fraction. So here the numerator shows the number of shaded parts and denominator shows the number of equal parts which a whole is divided into. Here the whole is divided into how many equal parts? Very good. Here the whole is divided into 3 equal parts. And how many are shaded? Excellent. 1 is shaded. So here 1 will be the numerator and total number of parts will be the denominator. Excellent. As I told you earlier that the whole part was divided into 3 equal parts and 1 part was shaded. So 1 part, shaded one in this diagram, that will be the numerator. And the total number of equal parts is 3, so that will be the denominator. The numerator top number is less compared to the denominator bottom number. This type of fraction is called, yes, where the numerators are lesser and denominators are bigger, that fraction is known as proper fraction. And you can simply write 1/3 or 1/3. So all of you know now what is a proper fraction, what is numerator, what is denominator, and how can you write a fraction. Let's move to improper fraction. Obviously, as you see, the word is saying proper and then improper. So obviously it will be the opposite of proper fraction. You can see here, improper fraction is a fraction in which its numerator is greater. I told you earlier also, and as you know that in proper one it is smaller, so in opposite will be greater. Simple. Numerator will be greater in this than or equal to its denominator, meaning its value is greater or equal to 1. For example, 9/5 and 7/7. Both are examples of improper fraction. Now I'll show you how it happened. I'll show you first few more examples and then we will see how. See, as we went through with the examples of proper fraction, now we are having few examples of improper fraction. As I told you, what is improper fraction? Excellent, where the top number is greater than the bottom number. That will be the improper fraction. Means the numerator is greater than the denominator. That will be an improper fraction. Here you can see in all these examples, all the numerators are greater than the denominators. All the denominators are smaller and all the numerators are greater. So in that case, you will say it will be an improper fraction. Here you go with all those questions. How improper fraction? How can we take 5 parts out of 2? Simply we can't. So here we will say why improper fractions are there. But first of all, let me tell you one more time. What is improper fraction? The numerator is the same or bigger than the denominator. Excellent. So wherever the numerator are greater or bigger than the denominator, it will be an improper fraction. Let's see how can you explain it. See this. I told you greater or equal. Okay. First of all, I show you the equal parts. I had one whole and I divided into two parts and I took both. Means 2 by 2. What was the total number of the parts? Excellent, 2. And how many I took? How many I shaded? 2. So it means 2 by 2 equal. That will come in an improper fraction. Or I divide the whole part in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See what happened. And I took all of them. Means all 4 parts are shaded. Means the fraction I will write total number of equal parts 4 and total number of shaded parts 4 means 4 by 4 means both are equal, so it will come under improper fraction. Now, but what if the numerator will be greater than the denominator? Means denominator shows the equal number of parts. Please students, be attentive. Here you have to learn a very tricky thing. But it's very easy if you will listen and if you will pay attention. See, means denominator is showing you how many number of whole parts you are having. All of them are divided into 4 parts. Like here, it shows 4. Means if you are having 2 whole parts, both of them are divided into 4 equal parts. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, when you are having mixed number, I'll explain you that. Why? See, because improper numbers are related with mixed numbers. Just keep it in mind and come back to the point about improper fraction. So these 2 wholes shows you how can you took 7 from 4. Obviously it's a very big question. So you cannot take 7 parts from 4. It means you were having 2 whole things from where you took 7. Now, I'll explain you again with your favorite thing, pizzas. Okay, you were having pizza and your mother wants to share you with your friend. And you are having 7 friends. One pizza is having 4 slices. See? So, how can you share that one pizza with 7 friends? No, it's not possible. So, you are going to have 2 pizzas which both of them are divided into 4 equal parts, means both the pizzas are having divided into 4 slices, and then you distribute those slices in 7 friends. Okay, means you took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Got it? I hope you are not getting confused because you should not. You know that. You can do it, your best. See this again. You are having 2 whole to get this 7 number. The denominator will be same for this and this. Means both of them are divided into 4 equal parts and from where you took 7. Let's see another example. This is 5 by 3. Means the numerator is bigger and the denominator is smaller. How can you take 5 parts from 3? You simply can't. So, it means you are having 2 wholes which are divided into 3 equal parts. From where you took these 5 and it becomes 5 by 3. Why? Because 1, 2, 3 and it is also 1, 2, 3. You will not write it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, because one whole part is divided into 3. If the one whole part is divided into 6, then only you will write 6. Here, the denominator will be counted of one whole part. And the upper part will be taken from the shaded parts, or how many you choose, you took and you have. Okay, see this one more example. This part is divided into how many parts? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I wrote here 5, means the denominator will be 5. But I took 8, means I cannot take 8 from 5. So I have another whole of 5 slices. So from where 5 plus 5 I have 10, but I will write denominator 5 because one whole part is divided into how many equal parts? 5. So from where there I took 5 and then I choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and I will write that numerator will be 8. Why I did it? You will better know it when you will understand mixed fraction. So don't be confused. Just keep in mind whenever the numerators are bigger than the denominator, it will be a improper fraction. Got it? So all of you are using your textbooks. See on page number 54. Yes, this is a checkup time. Before doing checkup, I'll remind you that when the numerator of a fraction is less than the denominator, then that will be a proper fraction. And when the numerator of a fraction is greater than or equal to the denominator, we get an improper fraction. Let's try. Which of the following are proper fraction and which are improper fraction? I want you to tick the proper one and circle the improper one. Got it? So I'm giving you 2 minutes. Please do it and then I'll check the answers. Yes, students. So I hope all of you have done this. First of all, I will remind you what is proper fraction and what is improper fraction. Yes, proper fraction is that in which the numerator is less than the denominator. And improper fraction is that in which the numerator is greater or equal to the denominator. So here you go. You are having 1 by 5. What is numerator in this? The numerator here is 1. And what is denominator? Denominator is 5. So 1 is lesser than 5. So you clearly know that it will come under proper fraction. So as I told you, you will check it. Okay, you will check it. You will put a tick on that. Now, see the next example. 5 by 3. 5 by 3. The numerator is greater than the denominator. So, it will be an improper fraction. So, it is an example of improper fraction. So, you will circle it. Next, 4 by 4. As I told you, if the numerator is greater or equal to the denominator, it will be an improper fraction. So here you go. You will circle it. Now come to the next. It is 6 by 7. 6 by 7. What is the numerator in it? Excellent. 6. And as you know, if the numerator is less than the denominator, that will come under exactly proper fraction. So here you go, you will take it. Okay, it is an example of excellent proper fraction. Now see the last one. This says 13 by 2. 13 is a numerator. See, the upper part is known as numerator and the down part is known as D for down and D for denominator. So upper part is numerator and the down part is denominator. Whenever the numerator is greater than the denominator, that is an example of improper fraction. Got it?